Hello, this is StopFake News.
We disprove fake news about the events occurring in Ukraine. Today I, Alina Suhnako, and my colleague Maro Hontar.
In our today's program, you will find out about Russia's Channel 1 lying about the fact that Russian language is widely disapproved in Slovyansk. Russian mass media blaming without good cause Ukraine for hindering the investigations on the causes of the Malaysian Boeing crash, as well as what people in Mariupol were chanting, in fact, during President Petro Poroshenko's visit. On the 10th of September, Russian Channel 1 broadcast a report telling that Ukrainian authorities started speaking scornfully of Russian language and have allegedly limited its usage in the city of Slovyansk.
It should be noted that curriculum for Slovyansk schools has also undergone changes. Children are thus deprived of the opportunity to learn Russian language. According to local pupils, instead of wheat, they are taught German. Apparently, the current authorities appear to give preference to it as they find it ideologically close, and this happened despite Kyiv statements that they will not infringe on the rights of the Russian-speaking citizens.
However, Deputy Head of Slovyansk City Education Department, Larisa Zhitkova, refuted the information in her interview to Ostrov correspondent. According to her, the statement about the introduction of German language to replace the Russian one is, mildly speaking, inconsistent with the reality. It much depends on recommendations of the Ministry of Education and Science, as well as on what grade is in focus. In particular, there are cases when the number of hours for Russian language study has been increased for the 5th grade. All in all, there is nothing weird about the fact that more hours for Ukrainian language study is envisaged for grades that have all lessons in Ukrainian. And on the contrary, grades with intensified Russian language study are offered more academic hours to learn Russian, the department representatives commented.
Russian mass media have blamed Ukraine for preventing the investigation on the reasons of the Malaysian Boeing crash. Several newspaper publications spread over information running that Ukraine refuses to hand over the cockpit and ground service communication recording to investigators. The headline hit the argument and fact proved the newspapers and other mass media. As a reference source, these media refer to the speech by Russia's permanent representative to the UN Vitaly Churkin. Therefore, he is said to be the one to have blamed Ukrainian government during his speech at emergency meeting on the Security Council. However, the news proved to be fake. The paragraph 254 of the report published by the Dutch Safety Board on the 9th of September runs that Ukraine's State Air Traffic Service enterprise provided the investigators with records and transcript of radio and telephone conversations that have to do with the flight. The report contains the text transcript of the conversation between traffic controllers from Dnipropetrovsk, Rostov and the crew of the Malaysian flight. Besides, as experts explained, it would be unreasonable to conceal such information. Executive Director of the Center for Criminological Research and Practice Vyacheslav Konovalov stated that provided Ukrainian authority had refused to hand over the records, the investigators could also acquire the necessary data through the aircraft onboard recorders that were found and submitted to experts for study. Onboard recorders fix everything that takes place in the cockpit: cockpit indications, conversations inside the cockpit, and with ground services, summarized Mr. Konovalov.
Russian broadcasting company NTV broadcast news about Ukrainian Donbas Arena stadium that contained few false statements.
Task Division of the Donetsk rebel forces arrived to one of the largest stadia in Ukraine, the Donbas Arena. Self-defense unit fighters stopped 2 vans that departed exactly from this place and were filled with humanitarian supplies. However, such valuable cargo was meant to be transported not to the destroyed city with starving populace, but as it was found out, the trucks headed to Krasnoarmysk, where soldiers of the National Guard of Ukraine have been known to station since long ago.
First of all, the stadium in Donetsk was damaged during heavy shelling. In particular, Donbas Arena was damaged by shooting on the 23rd of August at 6 o'clock in the morning. That resulted in harsh damages of the stadium northwest facade, communication lines, equipment, and the neighboring energy center located northward in the Donbas Arena Park. Secondly, goods kept in the stadium storages were meant to be delivered to the citizens of Donetsk in need. The production was as a real supply to disabled citizens, hospitals, or was simply distributed in the streets. The fact was proven not only by eyewitnesses, but also by multiple photo evidence. Within the last week, due to the help of volunteers, about 13,000 of such packages were distributed or delivered to the homes of those in need. Press service of Shakhtar Football Club commented. Moreover, Russian media failed to provide supporting evidence to prove that the trucks were to transport the goods to Ukrainian soldiers. Considering the previously given photo evidence, we have grounds to conclude that the 2 trucks stopped also headed to Donetsk to help those in need.
Internet news sites and social media are spreading a video demonstrating a missile launch from a military ship at sea gone wrong. The News informs about the missile being launched by Ukrainian soldiers on board on the Corvette U-209 Ternopil. Some of the videos on the event available on YouTube received hundreds of thousands of views. At the same time, some users and news agencies, the website of Russia's Ministry of Defense Zvezda, for example, claimed the incident occurring during Ukraine-US military training exercises Sea Breeze 2014 in the Black Sea. However, these appear to be false statements. First, Ukrainian Corvette Ternopil was captured by Russian troops during the Crimea crisis on the 20th of March and is still blocked at Sevastopol port. Notwithstanding the promises to give these and other Ukrainian military vessels back to Ukraine, Russia is likely not to meet its pledges immediately. Secondly, there is no way this could have been some other Ukrainian ship participating in the military training exercises Sea Breeze 2014, since the event took place from the 8th to 10th of September, while the launch failure video appeared on YouTube much earlier, on the 3rd of September.
Another piece of news spreading across mass media sources tells about citizens of Mariupol chanting Russia during President Petro Poroshenko's visit to the city. A short video is presented as evidence. Since it's pretty hard to hear the word Russia in it, the fake forgers started to make up own stories. For example, the website of Russia's Ministry of Defense Zvezda Star wrote that pro-Russian citizens tried thus to outcry the chant Ukraine, and after everyone began chanting illustration. Others decided that people shouted "Here is Russia," "Russia is a friend," or "South is Russia." But in fact, the people cried in Ukrainian illustration, which is pronounced much softer as compared to the Russian equivalent. Besides, these cries were heard while Poroshenko was leaving, not when he came out to meet the people. It's further proved by the Russian news outlet Kommersant that also claims people shout in illustration. Also, it's hardly possible that the people who several minutes ago sang the anthem of Ukraine along with the president would shout Russia. You watched the 26th episode of StopFake News. To find out more, visit our website stopfake.org.
Thank you for watching our news and your support. Following news to know about further development of the events. You can also follow our YouTube reports.
If you do appreciate our project as vital, please donate to support it. All transfer of money details are available at our website stopfake.org.
Stay with us. See you.